Okay, so the next deck we are trying today is this easy Senna Go Hard deck. So Go Hard, for those who don't know, refers to this card right here, Go Hard. Drain 1 from a unit, create 2 copies of me in your deck. Once you've cast me 3 times, transform all copies of me everywhere into pack your bags. So generally speaking, the way this card works is you put all 3 in your deck, you try to draw them, use them, they put back more copies of your deck, make it more likely to find more of them, and therefore turn them into pack your bags, which is this big, powerful effect, 5 mana, deal 5 to all enemies and the enemy next. So just a big one-sided sweeper that can clear the board and help close out games. And what this deck is doing, it's looking to abuse that. The fact that we're playing these, cheap targeting cards, and we're trying to just get more of them into the deck and see more of them more consistently to trigger the pack your bag side of the card. So we have Catalog of Regrets that can let us play multiple copies of them. We have things like Practical Perfectionist and Station Archivist that can help us find and create more copies, essentially, of those cards. In addition to this predict effect, we're also running Time Trick to help us find them when they're transformed in key spots as well at burst speed. This is why we're running the Fallen Feline and the Hexite Crystals as sweepers. This deck has a lot of damage potential in it. Between, all these effects, plus we are running the typical stuff you'd see in a PNZ, more controlling lives. We got Thermal Beams, we got Mystic Shots, we're in Shadow Isles, we're running some Vile Feasts, of course. And then we're running things like Static Shock and Withering Mist because one of our champions, Ezreal, cares about targeting. All the things I've just pointed out, other than the pack your bag side of Go Hard, target, but Go Hard itself, target. So Ezreal is usually leveling up pretty consistently, and when he comes down, because of all these small little damage dealing spells, his secondary effect is going off, and we're slowly draining out our opponent with the enemy Nexus. And Senna's just an interesting champion choice in this deck because even though this is not a full-on darkness deck, she herself creates darknesses. She creates a little bit of card advantage with those darknesses, even if they're not the greatest spells, but the point being that she's upgrading our Go Hards and a lot of the other spells we're casting into fast speed. So imagine a fast speed pack your bags, and now imagine Senna's leveled up from all the other removal effects we're playing, and now it's a 4 mana fast speed pack your bag. So that's the idea behind the deck. I just copied this list directly from, I think it was Mobalytics that I saw. It looked like it was doing something neat and interesting, so I wanted to give it a try today. Ezreal Go Hard was one of my favorite decks back when Go Hard was a little bit too good and it was an oppressive deck. There was 2 main variations people were running. There was one with Bilgewater cards and Twisted Fate. My preferred version was the PNZ one with Ezreal. And back then we were running Elise as our second champion, just as a nice 2-drop blocker that could also create additional blockers or threats as the matchup dictated. Fading Icons kind of filling in that role now since we're running Senna. Not doing as good of a job of it, but hey man, at least he can block fearsome units, so it's something. That's pretty much why he's in there. I think the rest of the deck is pretty self-explanatory though, so let's jump in and see how we can do. It's the first time I'm playing Go Hard in a long time. I don't think I've played the card since it was nerfed, which is a long time ago. It's a very long time ago. Not to say that it didn't deserve it. It was a little bit too oppressive back in the day when it was a thing. Static Shock's a bit expensive, though it could be useful. I think Mystic Shot's definitely the keep in this deck. Fallen Feline is a fine 1 mana play. We're gonna need to see a predict effect though if we hope to see the Hexite Crystal at all in this game. And so yeah. Interesting that they're running a Pike. They're running a Rexilus Lurk deck, I suppose. Or they could just be just an aggro deck that's running Pikes as just a champion. It doesn't necessarily mean that they are a aggro deck. Do I want to pass here? We're definitely the control matchup in this. We're definitely the control deck in this matchup. So the onus is on our opponent to play cards. Pick a spell and a top fly and create an exact fleeting copy in hand. Well, don't know that I want to play that yet. I do want a blocker for this though. So, and since we've already put something that we want to shuffle up to a higher heart in our deck. I think we'll play this. I don't really want to create multiple copies of any of these. But blockers are always nice, and I guess like I don't mind getting another predict effect, so maybe she's the pick.
Of time anomalies. Ooh.
So we have a blocker for each of their units. Plus we got a bunch of removal, so that's
you know how
nice.
it is.
Okay, we're definitely picking the go hard. We want to create multiple copies of that in the deck, and we would like to start drawing and playing them.
This is justice.
Let me introduce you to science.
See if they have a. Yep. Take a little bit of damage here, but we actually have a lot of life drain in hand. Create in hand a fleeting copy of non-fleeting spell you cast last time. So we can actually cast this first, see what our opponent does before deciding if we want to play this 4-mana card. Okay, fine. They're doing nothing. Let's just play this out. We'll put 2 more copies of this in our deck, and then we'll play Station Archivist and see if we can't find another one.
Let me get you that fire.
I'm gonna target this one because a Pack Your Bags puts this in range to be cleared. If we fail to draw that, we're gonna need something. Okay, didn't find it. Still find it with this. There it is. I think we're going to go ahead and clear this board. They'll probably have another play here, or they don't.
Don't want to die? Don't keep fixing the world one scoundrel at a time.
I mean, that's a pretty big auction, to be fair. We're gonna do this to start, so I would like a blocker for their 5/5. They're probably gonna... Oh, they're just... Okay, yep. No. Never mind. I thought they might have something else. That's definitely... They're playing this card in their Bilgewater Lurk deck. Interesting. We already saw a few... Oh, I guess most of these are Shreem. I thought this one was Bilgewater for some dumb reason. Okay, yeah, that's cool. I'm picking up what our opponent's putting down.
Same calling card from our other case.
In and out.
I'm gonna go with this one because we're gonna generate a fleeting Vile Feast off of this catalog. And so I can finish her off and create another blocker for thinking here. They have some big champions though at this point. They have some biggity champions. Let's start here. See what our opponent does.
One goes down, thousands to go.
Yeah. That is a thing, isn't it?
I'm just getting started!
I thought we were doing well. How wrong was I?
Check me out! Thought you'd never ask.
Boy, oh boy, they have everything, huh?
Justice was fun.
Well, I don't know that we can win at this point, so... Wow, that's impressive. Bravo, opponent. I thought we were in a pretty good spot, and then their champions fucking just got so huge. And I didn't realize how close they were to ticking down that one landmark. To give their stuff spell shield. Very, very well played by our opponent. Another game where I'm sure I just somehow I messed up, I'm sure. Because it felt like our deck was doing what it was supposed to be doing. And like, in theory, we're good against aggro decks, but... I guess their deck was a little bit more mid-rangey, right? They just have a huge suite of removal.
My past flashes!
What is our opponent playing? I'm not sure that I want to play this out this turn anyway, so let's just... Sure.
Baddies beware, Mama's got a gun.
It could be annoying enough that it's worth shooting, and I'm gonna do it now before they have protection up for it. Spell shield 1/1s against our deck that's generating a lot of targeting spells.
Nothing a good giggle can't fix.
Again, probably worth killing while they don't have protection up.
You must know me, little one. You must!
Hello, new best friend.
Hello, new best friend. Let's pass, actually. Bank the spell mana for this. Our lack of landmark removal might get us in this game, because if they have the card I think they have, it's gonna be a rough one. I just want to play this
Thought
out.
you'd never ask.
So hopefully they don't have any blockers here, and we can start putting out some pressure.
If I'm forgotten, then no!
Such that it is.
One shot, all skill.
I think we push a little bit more damage this way. I guess they could have another group shot for this, and then maybe I want to play Practical Perfectionist, but they likely will have a blocker anyway to check that too. Okay. Tough choice. Catalogue of Regrets or Station Archivist. I guess it's supposed to be this, huh?
See you soon, friendos! You best believe I don't play. Serving lead. Shuffle buttons.
I don't think they're not gonna play out a blocker, so we're gonna wait and then
Only a fool would
go
interpret.
hard. Then Perfectionist, hopefully find another go hard.
Sing with the darkness in your heart.
Well, guess I did that. Hi, we are so smart. But you knew that.
Let me get you that file.
Me before you.
We're gonna be too slow this game. They have too many blockers, so let's just move on to the next one. We're just gonna sit here slowly losing to Vandal City. If our deck had a, what is it, Crumble? If I felt like we were running into more decks like that, maybe a one of Crumble is worth putting in. I almost kind of want to do it now, not because of the match we just played, but because of just a lot of matches I've played. I hate losing to that card because it's like it's played just not enough to be worth running landmark removal, because no other deck is really playing landmarks that are meaningful to destroy. So it's infuriating losing to it. I'd like to have at least one out to it if it makes sense. Because Crumble, with the amount of like little 1/1s and all this stuff that we're playing that we don't mind killing off, I think it's worth having a single Crumble because it kills a big unit too. Watch this card. Now that I said that, of course we draw this card in the matchup where we'd rather it was that third copy of Withering Mist. But still. Either way, we net one life, so I may as well put this. I may as well just Let's start by passing. Because if they go like free discard card into the whatchamacallit, I'd rather just shoot it. I guess I could shoot it on the spot. You gotta take a hit here. Pick a spell in the top 5, create a fleeting copy. Problem is if I find something expensive, or if I find a go hard, which is what I want to find, they're not going to play something else out for me to target. Don't want to use a thermo beam on it though. I guess I could take 3 damage instead of just the 1. Yeah, it's kind of awkward, huh? I suppose I could also have just like done these 2.
Yes, you do.
I feel like we have enough healing in that deck that that's not necessary. Pass. They're the aggro deck, they need to play cards, so... Sure. Let's get the value off of this now while we can. Might just take this hit because we want Station Archivist to find us the go hard and then finish this off. I think that's silly though.
The same calling card from our other case.
That's unfortunate.
The party has arrived. My beautiful face.
Just as I suspected.
He is actually 2 away, so am I supposed to try? Because even if he discards a spinning axe, that's not enough. He needs to discard 1 more thing. He probably knows that, but then like Static Shock still kills. So let's try to kill this in response to see if we can get squeeze a little bit more value off of the cards. He'd probably discard Lost Soul, so he has a 4 mana play. Kill this. Might see them go here just so they could push 4 damage. I have a leveled Ezreal, but I don't know that it's gonna really do much.
Check me out! Time for a true display of skill.
Not even death can stop me!
It's not bragging if you could back it up. Can't stop me.
Do we have the ability to kill them next round? That's the question. Like I kill Scion. He hooks as pushes 7 damage.
Charge!
Don't know that I can win. Suppose we'll see. Oh, right. That was technically a reading card. Not that it really matters, though.
No sweat. No way.
Yeah, I definitely was supposed to kill the challenger unit. I suppose they could have just discarded something, played another one anyways. Probably doesn't matter. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. That's I want to put that back in my hand. It doesn't really matter. I don't think we have outs.
Time! I need more time! Just out of reach!
Here comes Nami. They're afraid of Thermo Beam. In theory, I could find one and use it on the Station Archivist, but I'd rather supposed to just kill her now. Let's just pass.
Paradigm shift time!
Attack first.
Commence operations! Recover Moonstone!
Nothing's more exciting than an unsolved mystery.
Hopefully we can kill this. There's the go hard we want.
I am the Tide Caller. I will drive back the darkness. I won't let my home be swallowed by darkness.
If they steal a go hard, does it become a pack your bags? Even though we technically haven't cast it? Played this game. That was a Mystic Shot. Let's try to Mystic Shot their thing in response.
Rise with the surf. Let the tide carry you.
They forgot. You cannot.
Azir's command!
Look upon me.
What's the motive?
What's the motive?
See, is
I don't need the other prey, so let's just play this out and swing.
Keep your distance.
Rise with the surf. Let the tide carry you. Ride the surging tides.
Boy oh boy.
Rise with
I
the
can
surf.
block that one. Can I get a pack your bag? I can. For a deck that's all about finding the pack your bags, this deck's not good at finding pack your bags. Yeah, I was definitely a little bit more hopeful when I found this list that it would be a little bit more interesting. So far, it's fallen pretty flat. It just doesn't have the card advantage. Like, it's not able to find... Like, you can find the go hards fairly consistently, and then you just run out of gas. Like, even if I get the pack your bags, like we saw in that one game, then we just, like, didn't have anything else to do. I think this format's just too fast for a deck like this, ultimately. Like, what the aggressive decks are doing is just so powerful. They can get under your what you're doing and they just don't really care. Hey, remember that crumble we put in our deck for the Bandle City deck? For the Bandle City matchup?
Don't blink or you'll miss me.
So we'll try to get in this Mystic Shot. Shoot the 1/1 if nothing else.
This mama is a beast mama.
I mean... Okay. We're not getting it either way then. So I guess we'll just kill you. Kill you, deal 1 damage to their Nexus, rather than mark a damage on our Ezreal. I'd rather not do that.
Watch and learn. That's gotta hurt.
Senna, Senna, Senna. They're gonna play a pop. I'd like them to. I'd like you to play a Poppy into my Thermal Beam opponent. I would very much like you to play a Poppy into my Thermal Beam. Do they find... What would they find that's really good? Celestial that costs 3 or less. I don't know. They have a deal 3. Cost 2 less. Okay. Alright.
No way!
Do we think they have something to save the Fizz, or should I shoot him? Shoot him now. I think I would like to try to kill your Fizz. And then have a 1/1 blocker for this. Oh, I'm an idiot. Ez was that close. No, he was not that. Okay. So I thought I heard the level up
Long road
thing. I
ahead.
was like, what? I could have saved Ezreal in response to that? Okay.
No. Getting dark.
But why?
My plans!
Yep, yep, yep. Are you ready? Let's take it for a spin.
That's not the landmark I'm worried about. Oh, maybe we Practical Perfectionist to start, see what we find. We find the Hexite Crystal. No.
Meow to you. Did someone get lost in the time stream?
I gotta say, I have to save that for Bandle City, right?
Eyes forward. Keep your distance.
Do this here, because if I try to get greedy and target the Fizz, I don't get the 1/1, which I really, really want to use on this Crumble.
Tarry not unto the peg.
That's it.
Definitely Vile Feast this guy, I think, unless we think, okay, they're just not having fun. The one time our deck feels like it's ahead and we're like firing on all cylinders, our opponent surrenders. Go figure. It's probably one of those decks though, huh? Like when you're popping off, the opponents are just conceding so you don't even get to have fun with your cards. I guess I'll suffer through one more game at least and see how we do. And then I'm probably gonna call it early with this one. This one's felt kind of definitely felt lackluster. Whoops, that's not the deck I wanted to play. Sorry opponent, I clicked wrong. That's the one I meant to click. I mean, I want to play Darkness, but I also want to get through some of these other decks that I said I would play. Yeah, one more with this one. It's normally I like to play at least an hour with the deck, but this one's not. This one's kind of feeling less than stellar for now. We'll see though. Maybe the next couple games will change my mind. If we win this one, I might continue. But that's a heck of a champion combo. And he thinks we're gonna get ramped into Oblivion. Maybe.
My plans!
Probably gonna get avalanched. I think the upside is fairly large. Getting this, like, dealing 2
Weeks of time anomalies. Whew.
alone is just not really worth it. They're gonna ramp. Heal 3 ramp.
Welcome to the tipsy hour.
It was close, they healed 3. They would have healed more damage by blocking, wouldn't they have? They would have healed 2, blocked 4.
And let's take this outside.
Let me introduce you to science.
Come back next door.
I think the way we're winning this game is just like burning our opponent out. So I'm just gonna shoot them with this Mystic Shot and then generate another one. Spend our free card and our spell mana that we're gonna lose otherwise, I think. Targeted no enemies so far. That's great.
Same calling card from our other case.
The trolls are going to war!
Do we think they have protection for him? This will get regenerated by the catalogs even if this fails.
We'll crack this yet.
We're definitely passing if they pass back. It's not the greatest, but... Maybe Ezreal can get us kicking and screaming back into this game.
Nothing's more exciting than an unsolved mystery.
I smell a fight! Live to fight!
Man, we're so close.
Knocked and ready.
Man, we are so close. Finally found the go hard. First go hard ever.
These old eyes still see far and clear.
Check me out! Time for a true display of skill. No way!
Six. People still play this card? Wow, impressive. Yeah, this deck is just kind of slow and bad. Was a real stinker for me, which is too bad. I like the idea behind it and what it's doing. It's just not doing it well enough to contend with what this format's doing. I'm sure I'm not sequencing my plays correctly, but a sign of a good deck is if it can kind of win in spite of the player on occasion. And none of these games felt particularly close. Even the ones where we were winning, it was like against other people doing other clunky slow things. So yeah. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that.